All right, man. So let's get into our predictions for this Ether card. We'll start off with Bonnie Godiva versus Official. What's your opinion?
Bonnie Godiva versus Official. This is going to be a crazy battle. I like both females. I think they both dumb nice. I don't know. I'm probably going to, off the top of my head, I'm probably going to roll with Official just because I think she's one of the best out there doing it. I think Bonnie's one of the best doing it too. I just think Official is really tough. I think Official is really tough. I think it's going to be a good one though. I think it's going to be a debatable battle at the end of the day. I don't think she's going to watch Bonnie, but I think Official is going to edge her.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 with Official also. I know a lot of people really aren't giving Bonnie this much credit, but I mean,
nice.
Check out.
She's nice.
Yeah, check out Bonnie versus Uno Lavos. Like Bonnie's got bars. Official does seem like one of the best female battle rappers, though, and
yeah.
I could see Official taking this 2-1. Next battle is Active versus Big T. Now, I don't really like this battle. For me, Active hasn't done enough. I know he's part of Fresh Coast.
Yeah.
I know he's part of Daylight's crew. I understand that. So,
I would have rather seen Big T go against somebody else. But yeah.
Me too.
No disrespect to Active, but I was looking forward to a possible Big T versus somebody else matchup. I'm not going to put it out there because that matchup might actually still happen. But it was rumblings that he was going to battle somebody else, and that didn't happen. So, me personally, I think this is going to be Big T's bounce back battle. I think he's going to bounce back and do his thing. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to get credit for this battle. I think he's going to bounce back, win, and I don't think he's going to get too much credit for it. That's how I think it's going to go down.
I agree with you. I think Big T should win this 3-0. If he loses, then it's really time to hang up that mic or just sit back and reevaluate if you still want to do battle rap for a while, for a time. But yeah. As of right now, I haven't seen enough from Active. I've seen him once on iBattle League, so I am going on low information on Active, but I would say Big T 3-0 from what I know from him. Thesaurus versus Arsenal. Now, I didn't really like this battle at first, but it's kind of funny, like, Arsenal's going to Twitter talking shit. He posted up how Thesaurus was mad excited to have his girlfriend back, and he said she'll be home 3 days. 3 days later, he wrote, "Damn, I'm single for the first time." So Arsenal was like, laugh my ass off. My homies had her, like. Arsenal's doing the shit talk. He's getting everything.
Yeah, Arsenal.
He's getting the ball rolling.
He's one of the best trash talkers in battle rap.
Now, the matchup is weird. A weird-ass matchup to me. I feel like it might be an awkward battle. I might be completely wrong. I feel like it's going to be awkward. But I would say Ars 2-1.
I'm going to go with Arsenal. I'm definitely going to roll with Arsenal on this one. I'm sure I get the Jersey bias thing going on, but it's cool. I'm going to roll with Arsenal on this one just because I think Arsenal is he's had a good year. He's had a good year this year, and I think he's going to continue and end it off with a quality battle. I got him 2-1, possibly 3-0.
2-1, possible 3-0? Yeah, I'll say 2-1. I'll give Thesaurus a round. Illmac versus Real Deal. I don't like this battle neither. I'm not a big fan of it, but it might end up being dope. I'd rather both of them had faced a URL rapper, a street rapper, whatever you want to call it. But I know that they're both going to bring their 100% game to it. Like Illmac said on the show, he knows Real Deal is going to take him serious for 3 rounds, and that Real Deal is going to write, and vice versa. So I got Illmac 2-1. I think it's going to be a good battle. I think this battle is going to fall underneath the cracks. Like, I'm not too excited to see it. But who knows? It might be the sleeper of the night.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why you don't like it. I think we had a discussion about this, and we both came to agreement and said, like, this battle is kind of predictable. It's like it was a predictable matchup. Like, I wasn't too excited just because it just seemed real predictable. I remember telling you when you first told me that they was going to be battling that I had to think about it. Like, it seemed like they battled already. Like, I had to put deep thought into it.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't battle already. Like, it just seemed like a real predictable battle. But I definitely would have liked to see both of them go against different opponents. I don't mind them being on the card. I just rather see them both go up against different opponents. But at the end of the day, I think they both going to put on a good battle. I think it's going to be a good battle, though, at the end of the day. Because like you said, I think they both going to take each other serious and everything else. We all know Real Deal is the king of the angles. That's his niche. You know what I'm saying? He takes an angle, he runs with it. And Illmac has been trying to bar people to death recently. You know what I'm saying? But I think Real Deal is going to find a certain angle on Illmac, and I think he's going to surprise some people. And well, not necessarily surprise some people, because a lot of people already give Real Deal that respect and everything, but Illmac's just been going crazy this year, so a lot of people's probably going to go into this battle thinking Illmac's going to win. I'm rolling with Real Deal on this. I think Real Deal is going to edge this 2-1. I think he's going to have the best round of the battle. I think he's going one round, he's just going to take one angle, run with it, and he's just going to kill it. And I think that's what's going to win the battle for him.
That's possible. Danny Myers versus Heartless. I went back and forth with this one. Heartless impressed me against Clips to an extent. I mean, the battle wasn't that great, but Clips went first, and Heartless did enough to beat him, in my opinion.
Heartless did his thing that battle. Don't take nothing away from him. He did his thing.
Okay. But I've seen better from him. I've seen him come with better play. Yeah. Heartless was a punchline king. If you want to talk like from the Suns, like punchline kings, you gotta put Heartless up there with QP and with Conceited. Danny's hungry. He's doing battle after battle. At the same time, I feel like that's going to hurt him. Mm-hmm. He just battled JC, he just battled Cortez. He just battled this chick in Vegas, Unique. So he's got Rex in January. I know he's writing and preparing for that. I'm leaning towards Heartless 2-1.
Yeah. I'm gonna edge this to Heartless too, just because I also think Heartless is one of the most underrated motherfuckers out there. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because a lot of people look at him like he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth because his pops was an actor, or it still is an actor, I should say. Maybe he doesn't come across as being a tough guy, so people don't take his bars serious. I don't know what it is, why he doesn't get the respect he gets, but there's no denying that, like you said, like his punches be crazy. His punches be crazy, and he showed me enough in that Clips battle to show me that, he pretty much it's a fire lit back on him. You know what I'm saying? Like the hunger is back a little bit more. Like he's out to prove something. So I think Heartless is going to come in and show up, and I'm going to pick Heartless 2-1.
Well, and let me say this too. Let us not forget, people thought that he was going to kill Moneybags when Moneybags was first coming up, and Moneybags got the best of him in that battle.
Now, I know, and that's when, and he took a layoff after that. But that's what I'm saying. But he came back, and he's been doing his thing since. So, like, I'm a roll with Heartless on this 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going with Heartless too. I just didn't want to point that out. Now, this for me has the potential to be the battle of the night. Big K versus Conceited. Now, Big K is dope. Big K is freaking dope, but when Conceited wants to be, and I wasn't at something Madness, so I missed Conceited versus B Magic. So, you know, they said they were dropping on Thanksgiving. Hopefully they'll drop it soon. But I want to see but I really do think Conceited could just hit him with punchline. Like, Cassidy will take somebody's name and flip it so many times in ways that you wouldn't have thought of. Conceited 2-1.
Now this is a hard one to call because like the reception Cassidy gets over here and the reception he gets out in the West Coast is two completely different things. Like they love Conceited out there in the Fresh Coast. They love him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they appreciate his bars a little bit more out there than over here. Over here, it seems like a lot of people just, I don't know, for some reason, like in the building I'm talking about. Like a lot of people just like, I don't know, they just don't seem as impressed with him in the building as they do seem out there in the Fresh Coast, and I think he's going to get a real good positive reaction to his bars out there. I think he's going to have some crazy punchlines as normal. You know, that's what Conceited do. You know what I'm saying? He's sons. You know, that's what they do. You know, they punch people to death. Big K also gets a good reception out there, and he also does real good in the room. Honestly, I think Conceited bars are going to be more personalized than Big K's. I think Big K doesn't really personalize his bars a whole lot. Sometimes he does, you know, but rarely does he really, you know, get deep in, you know. Most of the time Big K spit his bars, they be hot bars, but they be hot bars that can be spit to a bunch of different people. They're not necessarily personalized. I still think I'm going to roll with Big K 2-1. And I think it's going to be debatable, though. I do agree with you. This got potential to be battle of the night. I do agree with you there. I'm gonna add Big K 2-1 on this one.
Yeah, if I had to predict now, I would say this will be the battle of the night. Daylight versus Sirius Jones. I don't know. I mean, Daylight says he's going to take the battle serious, but I mean, how can we believe him? We'll go if Daylight does take this battle serious, which I really hope he does. Jones, I mean, we haven't seen him since the Math Alpha incident. I feel like I know what Daylight's going to do. I could see, like, Daylight wearing, like, a Math Alpha cutout cardboard face or something like that. Jones has something to prove, you know. Because he first of all, he never even got to finish his 3 rounds against Math, and he spit him. And what he spit was actually dope when he spit for the camera. Jones has another debatable clips, whether you want to say clips won or clips lost, whatever. I mean, yeah, if he won that battle or if he lost, it came down to the 3rd round. Well, it came down to the first round, whoever he gave the first round to. But I don't know, man. Daylight might be too much for him, punchline-wise. So I'm going to guess that Daylight is going to take this battle serious, and I'm going to lean towards Daylight 2-1.
Okay. Me personally,
you thought I was going to take Jones, right? Daylight got to show me he's going to take this serious. I don't believe he's going to take this serious until I see it. You know, like I always say this about Daylight. When Daylight takes shit serious and Daylight's in there trying to, you know, actually trying to win the battle, then he's a hard motherfucker to beat because Daylight got bars. Daylight got bars. Like he thinks outside the box with his bars, and them shits be hitting. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's going to be on the Fresh Coast. People love him. And he's probably going to win in the room if he takes it serious. I don't know if he's going to take it serious. He might use this platform to do something crazy and fuck the whole battle up as far as, like, on his aspect, as far as, like, whether or not he actually won or lost. That's a very Daylight thing type to do. So
I don't know, man. If he takes it serious, he should win. If he doesn't take it serious, he's going to take an L. It's hard to really predict this battle. It's hard to predict this battle because you don't know if Daylight going to be trolling or not. So
the thing is, what makes me think he is going to be trolling
you pretty much predicting whether or not he's going to troll or not in the battle. That's pretty much what you're predicting right here. And my prediction is he's going to troll. So I'm going with Sirius Jones on this just because Daylight's going to troll. He's going to troll.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he might. I mean, whenever Daylight goes, I'm not trolling. I'm 100%. That's when Daylight is trolling you the most. So
yeah, exactly.
It's so when he's like, I'm not trolling. I'm going to take this so serious. I'm thinking like, okay, he's getting ready for troll time. But who knows? Like, I think he just picks names out of a hat on who he wants to troll on and who he does.
This is just the type of battle. I mean, this is the opponent right here that you would think he would definitely try to troll on. He's going to try to troll Sirius. He's going to try to troll him. I think Sirius is going to take this real serious. No pun intended.
Right.
Yeah. He's going to...
He might have a little more respect for Sirius because, Sirius was in the Mook day and stuff. And Daylight comes across like he has respect for...
You would think, but there's been times where I thought he was going to take stuff serious and he didn't. Again, Total Slaughter. I mean, that was a huge stage. That was the biggest stage he ever stood on. You would thought he would have took that shit serious, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... Again, I don't know. He might once again think this is a big stage. Let me do something crazy so they can talk about me. That's what I think he's gonna probably do, and that's why I'm picking Sirius Jones.
Yeah, and the billionaire that does it, he does like fucking crazy shit. Like one time on the red carpet, he took the microphone that he was being interviewed and farted into it. So maybe they were thinking like, oh, this nigga might appreciate the shit I might do now. Like, he might like me doing this. All right, so let's get into the main event, man. Disaster versus Cassidy. All right. I think Cassidy's going to come back, and he's going to win over the crowd in the first round. I think the crowd's going to go crazy and go, oh, shit, yo, he actually did dope. He did so much better than anybody else that stepped in the ring. I think that Disaster is writing for this shit. Like, I think he's putting the most work he's ever put into this battle. So, I'm giving Cassidy the first round. And then Disaster the second and the third. So, I'm going 2-1 Disaster, but a good battle. And Cassidy's not going to be the letdown that people think he is going to be. Or that, we've seen it before, so let's just assume it on him. His tracks have been whack. Like, this in Disaster, but you can't really go based off of that. So, battling him face-to-face is something totally different. Cassidy's at all these live events. He knows battle rap a lot more than a lot of these cats that stepped into it. He follows it a lot more. He's been at every Smack event for the past 2-3 years. So, him and Mook had that thing going. He battled, Freeway, but even when he battled Freeway, it wasn't aimed at your opponents. It was just random ROMs. But still, Disaster 2-1, in my opinion.
See, this battle right here got potential to either be a classic,
or a train wreck.
a body bag on either side. On either side, this gets like I do think that Cassie is going to get graded on the curb like most of these dudes that come from the industry and step on the stage do, especially being out there in the Fresh Coast, who they tend to be a little bit more patient with people, and they tend to give more credit than sometimes is necessary. No offense, but that's just that's the difference between the Fresh Coast crowd and the East Coast crowd. And I think they're going to be, a lot of people are just going to be happy to see Cassidy on stage, and they're going to be gassing a lot of bars that might not deserve to be gassed. Or Cassidy can come in there killing shit, you know, and actually is killing, you know, actually is doing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing, and make it real rough on Diz. And like, so this battle pretty much all depends on what Cassidy's going. I'm pretty sure what Diz is going to do. Diz is going to be pretty consistent, and he's going to do what he normally does. He's going to, you know, be extra aggressive, you know, do a lot of trash talking, and, you know, some freestyles mixed in with some writtens, and, you know, he's going to have some. I think he's going to have 3 solid rounds. The question is, how's Cassidy going to react to this? Like, so I'm just judging off what I think is going to happen. I think Cassidy. I kind of tend to agree with you. I think Cassidy's going to come out doing real good, and then as the battle goes on, he's going to tend to sound a little bit repetitive, and his punches might not be hitting as hard, or might not come across as hard. And I think Diz is going to win this 2-1. I could be, but this is a battle that I could be wrong on, because, you know, again, if Cassidy comes in like the old Cass and everything else, and his performance is up, because that's another thing I'm concerned about. How's his stage performance going to be? He's never been on this type of stage battling before. So like, is he going to let the crowd get him caught up? But then again, he's going to be out in the Fresh Coast, and Fresh Coast don't really have a lot of hecklers out there. Now out here in the East Coast, he has some hecklers, and they might tend to fuck with him. So that's going to save him a little bit. The crowd is going to be more friendly towards him out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Diz 2-1, just because one of these industry cats are gonna have to prove to me that they can do it, and until they do, I'm going to continue to pick the seasoned vets until one of these industry cats actually do it. Like, you know, like he has a chance to prove a lot of people wrong right here, but you know, he got to show me. He got to show me. And
if you notice, I converted. I didn't choose the industry cat.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. No, that's another reason why I probably should pick Cassidy. That's
yeah.
Why I probably should pick Cassidy, because you finally converted and went with the seasoned vet instead of the legend or whatever.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I've been let down too many times, man. They're not going to get me again, yo. Like, nah, you got to win me over this time. But the freestyles he lay on the street even made Freeway say put on a beat. So,
yeah,
you never know, man.
It's true.
But yeah,
it's true.
Man.
He can't use that line on this one though. That line ain't gonna save him now, because there ain't gonna be no beats. So
yeah.
That line can't save him now.
Yeah. But it should be a goodie. But yeah, man. Nah, yo, they let me down way too much, yo. So I had to convert to the battle rapper side. I do like his angle though and shit that he's taking. And like everybody complaining it's not murder movies. Yo, just let it go, man. Just enjoy the battle.
Yeah, exactly. You know, be happy that Cassidy's finally stepping on the stage. This is what everybody wanted to see, who's been a fan of this format for X amount of years. Since the Smack DVDs, everybody's been wanting to see Cassidy get in the ring and battle on this format. So, like, this is you guys finally get to see what you've been wanting to see, what I've been wanting to see for a long time. So, like, you know, just be happy. Don't worry about who the opponent is, whether you like him or not, or whether you feel like he should be. He's supposed to be battling again after this battle, win or lose. So, hopefully, maybe then you might get a better matchup that you guys might be more interested in seeing. Me personally, I don't think it's a bad matchup, but, you know, we've been getting a lot of complaints about who he's battling.